Capricorn, it's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading. This tarot reading's for August 19th all the way to August 25th, so welcome. Okay, you may be going, what the fuck, Jeff? What's going on here? Why are all these cards laid out? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm really going to tell you. For some reason, I have a routine where I go ahead, I get ready, I go ahead and hit record. It's recording. I'm good. And I'm on a mad tear with the reading. It's a beautiful reading, okay? And don't worry, we're going to go over it. And then for some reason, I was looking at the computer, like my intuition was like, just check things out, dude. What are you doing? But I was on a good roll with this. And I go grab the next card and I look over to see how much time I have on here. And I didn't hit record. First time ever. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to work this backwards right from the beginning because I don't want you to miss the message here. It's fresh in my mind. As soon as I saw that, I just said, fuck it, record it. I'm not going to read. I'm not going to reshuffle. I'm not doing any of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to work backwards here. Now, this full moon, so bear with me, okay? This is weird, Capricorn, but this message is fucking incredible, and I'm not wasting this. So we're just going to work our way back from this. This is going to be interesting. Wow. Maybe it's happened for a reason, okay? So what we were talking about is the full moon is happening on the 19th. It's in Aquarius. It's all about mental energy. And what that means is this is a good time to release. It's a good time to look at the way that we're thinking about things and redoing our mental outlook on things. So, it's happening in your 12th house. Your 12th house is like your subconscious. You can look at it as like a computer program or a computer hard drive. You take in certain beliefs, programs. You think of certain beliefs, programs. You think of them thoughts long enough, they become a belief. And a lot of these over the years are still running in the background. It's slowing the computer down. It's confusing it. It's taking longer to make decisions. Sometimes it fucks up and we don't know why. Because when you look at your computer and you're like, why is this running so slow? And you see that there's all these background programs running that shouldn't even fucking exist. That's what this full moon is bringing into light for you. Okay? It's happening in your 12th house of your subconscious, and it's time to release some of these beliefs that you have. Now, I dealt the cards. I can't believe I did that. I dealt out the cards, and this is what we got. All right. 9 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, and what we need to release. You need some sleep. You need to release this mental anxiety, those programs running in the back of your mind. It's time to release. Now, with a full moon, it's great to write down what you want to release and then go outside and burn it and walk away from it. And that's what you're doing. You're moving on. Okay. Now what we need to embrace, the Ace of Cups here. This is brilliant. The Ace of Cups is a time for self-healing, a time for self-care, filling your cup first. You'll feel great after you release this with the sun. It makes the clouds go away. The sun burns that energy. You just be you. 3 of Pentacles is don't do this alone. Work with your friends, working with a group. This is also a new beginning in a group. You may have a new beginning with somebody, a relationship, something like that. And then the outcome is the Fool and the 4 of Wands. A lot of you Capricorns could find a place to live. You may be moving on, home, moving. But this is also celebrating, taking that risk, and it's paying off. And it'll pay off lovely for you. So walk away from these beliefs. When I do a reading for people, I kind of look at it, I tell them, I'm like, well, you're thinking this way. It's time to release this, but why? I just don't say this is what's happening. I ask why. Why do you think this is? See, because I look at your garden and I say it's beautiful. However, you need to tend to some weeds. And those weeds are those old programs and old beliefs that no longer serve you. And instead of just going, well, you got a lot of weeds, kid, deal with it, and taking a weed whacker and then just starting over, that's not the way to do it, because the weeds grow back plentiful and choke out the real beautiful flowers in your garden. So we get down to the root of it. We pull it by the root and we yank it out so something else can flourish. That's not a weed. That works for your favor. And it seems like that's what you're going to be doing. So look at your mind as a garden. It's time to do some mental weeding. And that full moon brings things to light for you to move on. And man, does this pay off. Now, I dealt some oracles, and this is what we got. The Eight of Cups, again, emotionally withdrawal from the situation. You're too emotionally invested in it. That clarifies this, 8-8. The Ace of Cups, love begins. It clarifies this group right here. Work on your heart chakra issues. And the Four of Wands, clarifying this, foundations and achievements. You're building a foundation here with a group of people that's going to be very successful. 8-8, 1-1, 4-4. I mean, this is an incredible reading. I can't believe that I did this whole reading. And you know what? It was so fresh in my mind. We really didn't skip over anything. We got it all. All right. So I'm glad I did this, because I was just like, I was devastated. And instead of sitting in my devastation, I just said, fuck it. Work it backwards. It's already fresh in your mind. You cannot not have this happen for Capricorn. I mean, this came out for you. I learned my lesson. Now, I dealt some psychic tarot, leading in the psychic tarot for the heart, leading into the love portion, okay? Rest and reconsider. I've been on you guys about that for a long time. It's time to get some rest. It will help you move forward. Observe. Are those programs running in the background? Yeah. And the Hermit card. Seek. Go within. Tend to your garden within. Pay attention to 999. Nurture. It's time to take your power back. It's time to ground. It's time to invest in yourself. And you'll notice that when you do that, that energy reciprocates from the universe and somebody walks in. All you need to do right now is 4. Breathe. Pay attention to 444. 999, 444. Holy shit. And it just gets better from here. All right. The Star. A time for healing. Self-care. That is what you do this week. You are letting go of those mental things. So you're doing the work, and it pays off with this beautiful energy here. King of Wands, you're making a change. You're nurturing that change. 9 of Cups, again, another 9. This is manifestation. It's getting to that payoff. Wish fulfillment. Letting go of this and opening up to all of this. It's beautiful. Now, that's for love too. So you're opening up to the opportunity, because there's 2 Ace of Cups here. So when you do the work, that person comes into your life. That Ace of Cups is then reciprocated to you. You see what I'm saying? But we're working on this, and it's working. Look at this. Now we got some messages of love. Obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Boom. Vulnerability. Well, no. Intuition. You already know the answer you seek. Boom. Vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. That is signifying that change. I'm going to nurture myself so I can be open with this person. I'm allowing myself to be open. I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable in order for this person to come in order for this thing to work that's here. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. It's everything you wished for. Make yourself vulnerable by opening up to it without being emotionally invested in it. All right? Now, we're getting our closing message. Oh, Thank God. I mean, I'm so glad you were able to get this message. There was no way I was not gonna just start all over again. You mean that? You mean too much to me to do that kind of chicanery. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get some closing messages for you, Capricorn. Focus. Capricorn, you're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and towards what is. That's great. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is the first step to creating an amazing life. And you focus like a fucking laser beam. So good for you. Solar, you're being asked to stop dimming your own light. Period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows. Yes, it is. And let your authentic self soar. Fly high, Capricorn. It's happening. It's coming. You're doing the work. But if you don't do some self-care and get some rest, all of this is for nothing. Now, we didn't get to talk about August 22nd. The sun is moving into Virgo. So we're moving into an earth energy. That moves well with you. So you'll be able to, with all this volatile energy that's going on, you'll still be able to go with the flow with this. Slow and steady wins the race, but you need rest. And I think you're going to do it. It'll help you focus. Putting that self-care in the universe is like here. Maybe moving, maybe working with a group of people, starting this great adventure here. Pay attention to 999444 Capricorn. I'm so glad I was able to recover this reading. It's all right here, baby. I didn't embellish anything. So with that being said, have a great week. Do the work. It will pay off. Now, Capricorn, before we go, I have personal readings in the description. We can do in person. If you're in the Western New York area, you get it mano a mano with me and this handsome face. Yes. If you're somewhere else on the planet, not a problem. We'll do it over Zoom, but you'll see my hands and my luscious voice. Or if you don't want any of those, and I wouldn't be mad at you for it, but if you just want to ask a question about a vibe, hey, I need to know about this job, I need to know about this relationship, go ahead, fill out a form, send it to me. Within 1 to 2 days, I will send you a private, unlisted YouTube link, and you can watch it at your leisure. I've got options, baby. Don't forget to watch your full reading on Sundays and the Freakin' Weekend on Wednesdays. Thank you so much, Capricorn. I love you so much, and I will see you next week. Put I soar. I'm flying high. No, I'm flying high. In the comments, that's what you're doing. I'm flying high. Love you, Capricorn. Can't believe I didn't record that. Son of a bitch. We did it.